I write these lines not to seek fame or infamy, but as a warning, a plea: do not go to sorrow's peak. There are things in the earth that are best left undisturbed, forgotten by time. We, in our scientific arrogance, have awakened such a thing, and now I fear its shadow will engulf us all. It all began as a routine expedition. I and Anne, my most brilliant student, had come to this remote mountain range to study its unique geological formations. Anne was young, full of enthusiasm, and believed that science could explain everything. As for me, I was older, and perhaps a little more cautious. It was Anne who found it, a crevice hidden behind a waterfall, leading into a cave that was not on any map. He called out to me, his voice full of excitement. "Professor, I think I've found something extraordinary." The cold draft that emanated from the darkness within should have been the first warning. Inside, the cave was unlike anything I had ever seen. The walls were not natural rock. They were covered in strange geometric patterns, illogical angles that seemed to warp the space. It felt as if we were walking inside a giant, petrified creature. And then we saw it. In a vast cavern, a giant fossil was embedded in the wall. It was not a dinosaur, nor any known creature in Earth's history. It had the shape of a giant starfish with too many limbs, and at its center was a single, large, empty eye socket. Anne became obsessed. He spent hours sketching the creature, muttering about the perfection of its structure, about a life form far beyond human comprehension. I was also captivated, but by a primal fear. I had the feeling that we were trespassing on an ancient and sacred tomb. In the nights that followed, things got worse. Anne began to talk in his sleep, in an ancient, hissing language. I started seeing shadows moving at the edge of my vision. The empty eye socket of the fossil seemed to be watching us, an invisible but heavy presence weighing on our minds. One night, I was awakened by a strange sound. Anne was standing before the fossil, holding the geological hammer, muttering ghastly words. He was trying to chisel into the creature's eye socket. "It's calling me," he whispered. "It wants to see." Just as the hammer was about to strike the rock, a sickly purple light emanated from the eye socket, and a whisper echoed in my mind. A sound of dead galaxies and decaying time. I panicked, and with all my strength, knocked an unconscious and dragged him out of there. I sealed the entrance to the cave, and never fully recovered. His mind was shattered into 1,000 pieces. I returned, but a part of me remained in that darkness. Sometimes, at night, I still hear the whisper. It is waiting. The shadow on Sorrow's Peak is not rock and mist. It is a sleeping entity, and I'm afraid we've made it stir.